Okay, so are you ready to hear some music?
Always.
All right, because today we're diving into some lyrics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like proper deep dive into the words themselves.
I like it.
It's the Britpoppies, Working Beats 1994 by TATANKA.
Okay.
Ever heard of them?
I haven't.
So apparently they were like this Manchester band,
Hmm?
and the lyrics are like crazy vivid, right?
Mhm.
It's all like smoky pubs and cobblestone streets and
Wow.
yeah, and like this feeling of the city at night. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I'm intrigued, though.
Good, because it's like this really specific time and place, you
I
know?
can imagine, yeah.
But then there's this other side to it too, like this undercurrent of hope.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
even when they're singing about tough stuff, there's this like glimmer of something.
Yeah, like a resilience.
Exactly.
I find that fascinating how music can capture that kind of spirit,
Right.
especially when it's tied to a place like a city.
Totally. And this one line that really gets me is concrete jungle brings us down, but we rise with the sun.
Oh, wow.
Powerful, right?
Yeah, that's like the essence of resilience right there.
Yeah, like no
Yeah.
matter what life throws at you, you just keep going.
And that concrete jungle imagery, I mean, that just screams city life, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like they're acknowledging the tough stuff, but not letting it crush them.
It's that spirit of never giving up, you know?
Exactly. And there's this other line, too, that I love. Manchester hearts can't fake.
Ooh,
I like that.
right?
It's like this badge of honor,
Totally. Like
You-
they're proud of where they come from, even with all its flaws.
It's that sense of belonging,
Yeah.
Like, this is who we are. This is our city.
And you can just feel that in the music.
It's powerful stuff.
It really is. So what do you make of that, like that fierce ownership they have over their city?
Well, it makes me think about how people identify with places,
Mhm.
Like, it's not just about geography. It's about shared experiences, a shared history.
And in this case, maybe even a shared struggle.
Exactly. And remember, this was the early 90s.
Right.
Britain was going through some major economic changes.
Right.
Lots of industries were declining.
Yeah, I can see how that would impact a place like Manchester.
Absolutely. It was a city built on industry, so those changes hit hard.
And yet you hear this like determination in the music, you know?
It's like they're saying, we're still here, we're still fighting.
Yeah, that Manchester heart. It's like this symbol of their resilience.
Exactly. It's about digging deep and finding that inner strength to keep going, even when things are tough.
It makes you wonder what people will say about our time, right?
That's a great question.
Like, what will be the defining sound of her generation?
Interesting.
What will our music say about who we were and what we faced?
I don't know, but it's fascinating to think about.
It really is. Okay, so we've got this city pulsing with energy, this backdrop of dreams colliding with daily struggles.
Yeah.
And woven through it all is this powerful sense of community, this understanding that you're not alone in facing those challenges.
That's a really great way to put it.
So let's unpack the first theme that emerges, this idea of the city's pulse.
Look like a heartbeat,
Totally. It's like the city itself is alive.
Yeah, and you can hear that in the lyrics.
Oh, absolutely. Like there's this one line, echoes of the past we keep, footsteps on cobblestone streets.
Oh, wow.
It gives me chills every time.
It's like they're carrying that history with them.
Exactly. And not just carrying it, like honoring it, you know?
Yeah, like those cobblestone streets they've been walked on for centuries.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
the weight of all those footsteps is still present.
And those weathered faces,
Mhm.
stories to the sky. I mean, that's just...
Oh, man. Don't even get me started on that line.
But you can see those faces in your mind.
Totally. Like you said, etched into the fabric of the city.
Exactly.
But then there's this other side to it, too, like this forward momentum,
Oh, yeah.
this yearning for something more.
Like they're not stuck in the past.
No way. They're using it as fuel.
That's a good way to put it.
It's like they're saying, we come from this rich history, but we're also creating our own future.
And that's that energy we're talking about.
Exactly. It's like this constant push and pull between the past and the present.
And that tension is what makes it so interesting.
Totally.
Yeah.
So we've got the city's pulse, right? This like
Yeah.
undercurrent of energy.
Yeah.
But then we also have these really personal stories woven in,
Oh, absolutely.
like dreams and struggles and all that.
That's what makes the lyrics so relatable.
Totally. It's like they're not afraid to show the tough stuff.
No, they're not. Like that line, empty pockets, broken windows, silent screams.
Man, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's real, though.
It is, and it makes those moments of hope even more powerful.
Like that line, through the window pane we gaze and dream, endless skies and future schemes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's like they're looking beyond their circumstance.
Totally. Like even in the darkest times, there's always that glimmer of possibility.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, what were they dreaming of?
Right. What were those future schemes?
It's like a little mystery hidden in the lyrics.
I love that. Okay, so we've got this city pulsing with energy, this backdrop of dreams colliding with daily struggles.
Yeah.
And woven through it all is this powerful sense of community, this understanding that you're not alone in facing those challenges.
It's like they found strength in each other,
Absolutely.
like a safety net.
And that's so important, especially in tough times.
Totally. So let's talk about that for a sec, because this theme of connection, it's huge in these lyrics.
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere.
It's like they're saying, we're all in this together.
Exactly, like friends or family, that kind of vibe. Yes. And in the struggle, we find our place.
It's about finding your tribe, you know,
Absolutely. Like those people who just get you.
and who have your back no matter what.
And they celebrate the good times together, too.
Oh, yeah, like that image of bonfire nights and sparks of light, guiding stars on that endless night.
It's like they're finding warmth and light in each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like even in the darkness, they have each other.
And that's what gets them through.
It's a powerful message.
Yeah.
Powerful and universal. you know?
Right. Like even though they're singing about a specific time and place,
Yeah,
there's something so relatable about it.
absolutely. Like that feeling of chasing a dream, even when it feels impossible.
Totally. Like that line, what is it? Through the smoke and the steam, chasing the runaway dream.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's like they're not giving up, even when things are tough.
And that imagery, too, smoke and steam, it's like
Yeah.
you can feel the city closing in on you.
Yes, exactly. But they're still pushing through it.
It's inspiring in a way.
It really is. And I love how they keep coming back to this idea of togetherness.
Yeah, like even when they're struggling, they're doing it together.
Right. Like that line about cigarettes and laughter.
Yeah, simple things shared with friends.
Exactly. Like those little moments that make all the difference.
And those echoes in the rain, too.
Oh, man. That one gets me every time.
It's like those shared memories are what stay with you.
Totally. Like they're imprinted on your soul.
I love that.
Me too. Okay, so we've talked about the city's pulse, the dreams and struggles, and this really powerful sense of connection.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
What's really blowing my mind is how these themes still resonate today.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like music has this amazing ability to transcend time and space.
Right, it's like these lyrics are a time capsule.
Totally. They give us a glimpse into the past, but they also speak to something universal.
Exactly. And I think that's why these deep dives are so fascinating.
Me too. It's like
Yeah.
we're uncovering these hidden layers of meaning.
Totally. And connecting with something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. Like we're all part of this grand human tapestry.
And music is the thread that connects us all.
I love that.
Me too. Well said. All right, so as we wrap up our deep dive into the heart of Manchester, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this?
That's a good question. I think it's that even in the everyday, the ordinary, there's extraordinary beauty to be found.
Ooh, I like that.
It's about finding those moments of connection, those sparks of joy, even in the midst of struggle.
And remembering that we're not alone in those struggles.
Exactly. We're all in this together.
Beautifully said.
Mm-hmm.
So, as they say in Manchester, keep it real.
And keep seeking out those runaway dreams.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
Anytime. It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting, and keep the music playing.